Good early morning to you guys. We're up here in Griggs, Idaho. It's about 5 a.m. The sun hasn't come up yet, and we are checking off a huge bucket list item off of my list today. It's been on there for quite some time. This morning we were going on a hot air balloon ride to watch the sunrise over the Grand Teton mountains. This should be epic. I missed it earlier.
All right.
Now you're sending it the black balloon.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready. Go for it, buddy.
We got a little bit more light now.
And so we're just going to watch this balloon, kind of give you an idea of
what the
which way the big balloon's going to go.
What the upper level winds are doing. Yep. I don't know if we'll go here or not. It's a little breezy.
Is it?
Look at the trees.
Yeah. It's a light little breeze. What wind like limits it? Where
we don't usually do anything more than if it's surface wind like 10. We'll call it. Okay. Yeah, because it's tough to get the balloon even to stand up in that.
I don't know if y'all can see it on the GoPro or not, but it's right up there right now.
Now it's done. It's drainage wind because it's so warm in the valley.
Right.
Because all the cold air up on the mountains is rushing down.
Okay. That's why you call it drainage.
Yep,
okay.
Yep.
I was curious. Man, it's beautiful though. Already. Just from the ground, it's gorgeous.
It's just kind of milling around right now. It's definitely not doing what it did over there. But I mean, I think once it gets out all that, it's going to turn. I think it'll turn and start going back.
I lost it again. You look away from it, it's hard to find it again in the sky.
Coming back. Now it's out of all that mess and it's starting to come back. It's starting to come back north.
Which is what we want, right?
Yeah, it may even have a little, it's just north. I can't tell if it has any east on it or not. If it does, it may have a little bit on it.
And so Miss Sharon chases us in the van.
Yep.
And y'all just talk via radio.
Yep. And then we have an app on our phone.
Yeah.
It's called Glimpse, and then she can kind of see in the vicinity of where I'm at, on the roads and stuff like that and everything. And
very cool. Balloon chasing.
Yep. Yeah. And then the higher we go, the more it's supposed to start kicking us to the east.
Okay.
And like I said, I can't tell from this vantage whether it's got any. It's definitely got north on it, but I can't tell. The one that we watched over there, it kind of bent to the west a little bit.
Okay.
That's why we came over this way a little farther.
Yeah. So Shawn let one go over at the grocery store parking lot just a little bit ago, and it was still dark at that point. It had a little LED light in it, so we watched that one here. But now we're out in well, I don't know where we're at.
Industrial park.
Industrial park area.
Industrial park.
So yeah, if he likes what he sees with the balloon here, then I guess we'll set her up somewhere in this vicinity.
The drainage is picking up. I can feel it on the back of my.
I feel it too. It's cold.
Yeah, because it's weird. The closer you get to the hill, the stronger it is, because it's coming
down off the mountains.
But, like even if we went back that way, 3/4 of a mile, maybe calm over there.
Right.
But I'm watching the trees. The trees don't look like they're really bouncing around anymore.
Not too much.
No.
I guess as soon as the sun comes up, that drainage will kind of stop.
It goes away. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Because then the temperature will kind of equalize
regulate.
A little bit. Because it'll start warming up off the side of the hill there. Yeah.
Yeah, because we still got snow up on some of the peaks.
Oh yeah. Up here.
Will it stay like that all year?
It'll be maybe a little bit. There's on one of them there's a glacier up there.
Oh really?
You can't. I don't think you can't see it from here.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's a little glacier up there. And,
okay.
Well, I think I don't even remember. I guess it's coming up on a month. What was it? The 14th of June, something like that. The 14th of June we had snow. I think up in the hill there they had 15 inches. Because that's when we went up. We went up to go to ski lift because we were going to go up there and just hike around. And they wouldn't. And you could ride up the lift, but they wouldn't let you go anywhere because of the snow.
That's crazy, man.
And I think we're gonna just take our time and make this work right here.
All right, let's do it.
I'm just gonna swing.
Okay.
Swing the van around.
Sure.
And then we're gonna let the balloon out.
All right, sounds good.
He's gonna pull back behind us. How old are you, Jackson? If anybody wants to help, we'll have someone go around that side.
All right, I put on 3.
come on in. And then you stand, come on in. Then you stand right in front of him. All right, guys, come on in. Sharon can get some pictures of you if you like.
Okay.
Stand up here.
You only have to
I feel
go
too
up now.
tall.
All right, guys. When we come into land, I'm gonna get, you guys are perfect right there, and you guys can stand right side by side. Just everybody get right side by side on this back
Okay.
wall,
The boys.
facing the van. All right.
Yep.
Anything you want to keep, arms, hands, fingers, keep them inside the basket.
Okay.
You can grab the top of the tank, the rope handle, anything but that hose. Okay. Say, when we come into land, we're gonna be traveling this way. That's why you guys are looking this way, so you can't see what's happening.
Yes, ma'am.
Just kidding. And so I'll ask you to get in your landing positions, then I'll count you in 3, 2, 1. On 1, just everybody lean back, and then bend your knees a little bit, and you can hold on up front there.
Okay.
And then, because when we land, we're gonna have a bump.
Okay.
That's why your knees are bent to absorb the shock. We'll bump and drag until we come to a stop, and if it's breezy, we'll gradually lay over. So if we do, just lay back with it, perfectly normal, lots of fun.
Gotcha.
You guys all good with that?
Yep.
All right.
All right, now feel free to stand, however.
Yep.
Okay.
Feel
Yep,
free to
wherever
roll
you
about.
wanna.
I love that.
All right, thanks, man.
All right,
See
guys.
ya.
See you tomorrow.
All right.
Good morning to Greg's Traffic, hot air balloon November 9015 Zulu. Taking off about 2 miles southeast of the airstrip. Any traffic in the area, please advise.
Dad, come back, come up front and wait.
Gotcha.
Let me get a picture, y'all.
Up there.
Yep.
Woohoo! Beautiful. Have fun.
All right, make sure this door's locked good before I leave.
That big steel rod in it, it ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere.
I'm still gonna hold on to this right here.
Wow, you see they got the hay field cut over here. It looks like they may even have it down. Yep. And then if you see this black line, green line you see me pulling on, they open up vents in the side of the balloon that'll rotate it on axis. Doesn't steer us. Just rotates us around so that way they're in a bad seat in the house.
Wow.
This is about good. I like this height.
You good right here, buddy?
Yeah. if it bothers you, just look out at the horizon. Don't look down.
Wow. This is incredible.
Now we're just going to keep climbing up until we get in that north, like the Piball had on it.
Okay.
Yep. Let's make sure Tommy come on.
Yeah, when you started hitting them heaters down there, yeah, it warmed up. It warmed up quick,
each one of them cans will put out about 30 million BTU.
30 million?
Yep.
What's BTU?
British thermal unit,
Yep,
right?
British thermal unit. Yep. Just think your house heater, probably maybe 15,000 BTU.
And 30 million?
Yep. Now you see kind of how we're heading off to the west just a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to shop for real estate if you're ever thinking about moving out here to the area. I have flown a Remax balloon before.
It's so peaceful and quiet.
Yep. Most people don't really, like I said, if you take the bubbles out and blow on them, then you can kind of see just how we're traveling with the wind.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the bubbles will hang right around us.
You want a bubble? I'm getting ready.
I'll bubble.
Bubble it up for us.
Yep. Now feel how
You've
it's
done that
warmed up
before,
now?
haven't you?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a dance teacher. I've done this a lot.
See, we got above that drainage wind now.
Yeah.
Then you can just see all the bubbles floating around.
So cool.
And then if you look right straight over, see that road that's kind of right over there in the middle of the trees by itself? There's another balloon or two that'll probably be lifting off in there. I can see one of them on the left side of the road and one of them on the right side of the road, but they ain't getting at it yet.
So how many of these can you do a day? Trips?
In Phoenix in the winter, when I say winter, like Thanksgiving till maybe end of February, we'll do sunrise and sunset, but it's pretty much just sunrise. I mean, you can do, if it's real nice and cool outside, you can do, you can do other flights, but when it heat's kind of the deterrent in these things, because then the air becomes more unstable as it heats up and it gets windy, and we just don't like turbulence in an airplane ain't no good in the balloon. And then that's the Big Hole mountain range over there on the west side of the valley. You can start to see the sun peeking up on it now, and it's a little bit, if we were high enough, we'd be able to see the sun now, but the sun ain't up over the hills yet.
Not just yet.
Come. You can see the peak of the Grand Teton right now at this altitude. It's 13,777. And I swear, if I didn't know any better, I'd swear there's a little field of cannoli down there I never even really noticed before.
Cannoli?
See the yellow?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
What is cannoli?
It's just a, it's kind of like the, I don't know, the West Coast version of sorghum, maybe.
Okay.
Yep. And remember I told you I couldn't tell if that balloon was turning this way or that way a little bit. We're leaning a little bit more to the east, which is what we wanted.
Okay, perfect.
And say when Sharon and I flew over the Grand Canyon, we were 17,000 plus feet going 80 mile an hour, and it felt just like this.
80?
Yep, we were up in the jet stream.
Hold
See,
up.
now we got up in that speed a little bit. Now we went from like 3 to 10.
They're doing some composting down there, Jackson. That's kind of exactly what we do back home right below us with the recycling and composting. And
well, you can see everybody's coming to work, so they all stay in their RVs down here. You can see they're building a few houses.
yeah.
And then now you can see Mount Owen a little bit, just to the left of the Grand Teton.
Okay. There comes the sun.
Yep, I'm gonna rotate everybody around so you guys can get good pictures of that. That's what we get up for.
Absolutely beautiful.
Say sunrise at 7,200 feet above sea level. Yep, you're going right. Then just run that out there and then make a hard right.
Yeah, I just didn't know if I went straight at that.
Shawn, what kind of gas is
Propane.
it? Just regular
Just
propane?
just like your barbecue grill, yes sir.
Okay.
Now we're just gonna ease on down and see if we can scare anything up around the creek, if Mother Nature will take us there.
Cool. This is unreal.
I know, it's awesome.
And you see they're building a couple houses here. The housing is just crazy around this place, but I guess it's pretty much anywhere where it ain't crazy. From what people tell us, it's just building up everywhere.
It is. Back
That's
home.
how it is in South Carolina.
For real, back home. We got a lot of folks coming from California, Vermont.
Oh yeah. Oh, Vermont? Really?
Mhm.
Well, we live in a little podunk town. I don't know why anybody'd want to live there, and it is neighborhoods,
same.
constantly.
Hey Jackson, there's our house. That's the one we're renting right there. Almost right. So the guy,
the single one.
yeah, the guy owns both of those properties.
Okay, so you got that white truck sitting there in front of the garage.
Nope, across the street. So see these two houses right
Yeah,
here?
I see the two houses.
We're in the right one.
Oh, okay, you're the one closest to the road.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, we're staying over in Victor.
Yeah, yep, down there. And just to give you some orientation, like where we're at, like the Jackson Hole Airport is right here. to the east. Jackson would be about right here, and then down more toward Victor to the south, and that would be Teton Village or Jackson Hole.
Okay. Man, look at those mountains. That's just crazy.
Yep. Then you got the Mount Owen on the left, the Grand Teton, the Middle Teton, and the Southern Teton. And then right in front of Mount Owen, you see that mountain that has the little shelf on top of it, a little table?
Yes, sir.
They call that Table Mountain, and then there's the glacier on the downslope of it
Okay.
that you can see. Yep.
A lot different than the Appalachians back home, ain't it?
A little different.
Yeah, there's a little.
To give you an idea, we're cruising at 8,200 feet, so we're 2,000 feet above the ground. We're doing about 11 knots.
Okay. If I may ask, what's the cost of a balloon?
This envelope here, the envelope is 48,000.
Good
This one only has about 15 hours on it. This one's new for the season. And then you got another 15-ish for the wicker. The burners are, I think the burners now are about 12, and then the big tanks they were 4,700, and then that one's 3,500.
So you got some money in this
A little bit, yeah. You know, and that don't count your van and your trailer, and your fans, and all your other stuff, yeah.
Imagine there's something called insurance too.
Oh yeah, yeah. We don't talk about that.
What's the longest you ever stayed up?
When we flew over Grand Canyon, we were about a little over 2.5 hours, and we did 100 miles.
Wow.
See how we dropped their altitude, how we changed the direction pretty sharp. We were going that way.
Yeah.
Now we're going back this way. So we'll move over a little bit, jump back up a little bit, and keep working our way up the valley. Stay on the Idaho side.
Okay.
I don't have a license for Wyoming. Just kidding. Then if you guys look out there in the pasture, you can see the balloon shadow now.
Oh,
You
yeah.
see it right there behind that big old ranch house there. My wife thinks it's dumb, but I always tell people a little fun fact about the balloon shadows. When the balloon meets the shadow, that means we landed.
That means it's over.
And then you can see the runway now there real good at the airport. Balloons have the right of way over any other type of aircraft unless it's an emergency.
Yeah, ain't a whole lot you can do to get out of the way, is it?
No, sir. I'll go up or down. That's it.
That's cool how close you can get.
Yeah, go ahead and turn yourself around, get heading back down. Well, there's a road or driveway, something right up here. Once we get over the wash, we'll just see if we can get right in that driveway. Or lane, whatever you want to call it.
You just know we're getting mighty close to our shadow.
Yeah. I ain't sure how you get to this driveway up here, but I'm gonna be, I think I'm gonna be in this driveway up here. So once we get across the creek here and get close to the road, I'll get everybody getting their landing positions facing back that way to the north. We're gonna have a bump and a drag, and we might lay over. We're doing about 7 now, so that's right on the verge of. All right, guys, get in your landing position. I'll start you out at 3. Right, then we're gonna go to 2. All right, guys, and then here comes 1. Here we go.
Yep.
I'm just gonna let it lay over.
Okay.
Yep, just gonna lay it.
My chiropractor will really appreciate this.
All right, everybody okay?
There we go. I'm good.
All right.
I don't know about Roger.
I'm trying to hold all my weight off
Well,
of you.
sleep. All you gotta do is just back out.
I'm trying to. I don't want to climb on top of you.
Here, Jack, can you take this? Oh, goodness.
Talk about protecting my knees on this.
I had a hat before we landed.
There's a phone.
Yep, that's fine.
Oh, no. Oh, that's Jackson. Mine's still in my back pocket somewhere.
We're good. That's what you need your website.
Yep, all good. I'm gonna go back and find my hat. Might be under the
It's probably
basket.
under the basket. I don't see it.
We'll find it in a minute.
Touchdown right there.
Yeah. Well, that was pretty interesting. Lost my hat. Pretty bumpy little landing. The wind started blowing as we were coming down, but wow, what an experience. I have to get me a new hat, Jackson.
That's
pretty cool. It might have got squished a little bit.
They sell lots of them in Jackson.
Oh yeah. That was cool, man. That's pretty awesome, dude.
Once Sharon gets here, she's gonna set a little party up, and then we're gonna get this packed up, and then we'll get your hat back.
Okay, no worries, man. Yeah, it was.
That way, and then you came back.
Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm going to set up a little celebration party here for you.
Yeah, Shawn said he wanted to keep you on your toes,
Yeah,
so he was just going in circles.
I get too comfortable, and then he has to shake it up for me a little bit.
Hey, this is really nice.
All right, guys,
Check
there
it
is
out.
a traditional balloon toast we do after every flight.
Okay.
I do have sparkling cider. I have champagne for mimosas.
All right.
So you'll just have to let me know.
I say let's do some.
Mimosa for you, right? Now
I'm a mimosa that Roger will probably do sparkling cider.
cider. And for you?
Let's do some bubbly. Let's do a mimosa.
All right.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun, man. We really
awesome.
it was so peaceful up there.
Right?
I see why y'all love it.
I love how you covered some ground today.
Yeah. And we got to see the sunrise twice.
Yeah, because the mountain is so high.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, guys. So the winds have welcomed you with softness. The sun has blessed you with its warm hands. You have flown so high and so well that God has joined in your laughter and gently set you into the loving arms of Mother Earth. Cheers.
Cheers.
Woohoo.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Well, got my hat back, y'all. That was pretty epic. These guys do a fantastic job. If you're ever up here in Driggs, Idaho, for whatever reason, and want to check that bucket list item off, give Shawn and Sharon a call. I'll put the link in the description below. Appreciate you guys riding along with me. The more you know, the more you grow. See you on the next video.